Hello, everybody. This is Jack Danaher 2001 here, and this is my 2500 subscriber special, and I will be doing my room. So, this is going to be a look at my bedroom, and I hope you will enjoy it. So, here it is. Here's my bedroom. Surprise. I want to thank you all for giving me 2500 subscribers. I really appreciate it. So, let's go ahead. And we're going to be taking a look at this. These are the two cabinets. This is where most of the tracks are. Both Tommy tracks anyway. And this is where I keep all my pens and pencils. And this is where I keep my hygiene, or that's why I use body wash and deodorant. I mean, I use placards instead of floss because, using the floss is good, but it's only good for like getting the ones down deep. Sorry for all this trekking away. And inside this little cabinet are more trains. I store some of them in here. We're gonna turn on the flashlight. Here they are. Some of the ones that are from the Railway series, TV series, and some custom trains all together inside. I know it's very, very messy. I'm really sorry, people. But yeah, what can I do? What can I do? Sorry for this bag to fall apart. I'm very lazy with organizing stuff, and yeah, you can see if some of you people were on my Discord server, yes, I have a set of tracks like those, especially with that little red track. I think it's pretty good. But let's see something else. So here are the stands that I use sometimes for filming. And I got a little toad here, and then Ace is right there. And this is a work in progress Logan. I'm really hoping that I can finish him up soon. So here is Dustin, the custom Dustin. It's still a whip. I mean, I gotta do the details and possibly the face, but the face is gonna be hard. And I got a spare Trackmaster Percy. I also have another one, but my plan is to use both two Trackmaster 2012 Percys to make Wilbert and 16. I have another one, that little cabinet down there. I made it to one of the Bluebell engines, but instead, I will use another Percy shell to make one of those Arla Steel, or I will use another old Tommy or old Trackmaster Percy to make one of the Bluebell engines, and so I can use that 2012 Percy to make Wilbur or 16. Although that is one of my basic points, to save money, because with all this, because with all the chaos we've been getting recently. And so here's my TV, and here's the soundboard. I've got this Christmas back in 2021. And I very much would like to use that if I move to a different house someday or an apartment. But yeah, here's that PS2 and the PS3. There's that base for that soundboard. That used to be where DirecTV was, but unfortunately we moved from DirecTV because they no longer support Fox. And here's this modem from Verizon, but it sucks, so it's such a disaster to begin with. Going for something cheaper is not the best solution sometimes. Yeah, here's a mess. Yeah, here's my little toolbox. But you can see Wilbur and the Works diesel there, especially some cars down at the corner and George. Yeah, I'd like to take a look at the little cabinet that I have. This is what I basically use for customs and painting customs here. As you can see, this is kind of like my wardrobe. I could probably use a flashlight for this. The spare player O'Connor, yeah, it's a mess. And here is Caldi, but no buffer beam. I mean, I have a spare Nia, but I probably have to get more Nias now because they're all gone or they're being discontinued. But I have to get more so I can create the Caldi fill inches as probably as fast as I can because I don't want them to be gone. Otherwise, that'd be not good. But that's where I do all the customs. Especially you can see that FT Diesel, like you saw on my stream on Christmas. So let's move on. That's where I keep all the spare parts for trains. And there are my light bulbs right here. And here's this little Seahawks helmet. This is actually a throwback style they wore during the 1980s and 90s. But no, I love that because of the color design. So we're gonna take a look at other things underneath my bedroom. Well, this is the bag where I keep the other cars. You know, sometimes I was originally thinking of donating some cars, for the little kiddies that don't have enough money for their families, or the families who don't have enough money for the little kiddies. I want to do my best to try to donate them. So here are the coaches that you've never seen before. Henrietta is still there. And here is some Lego that I found when I was going through some stuff. These are just empty. And this little shoebox are full of cars. I like to keep some of them, for memories. In case we get rid of them. Yeah, because I got rid of my railway, I decided to put the shelves or the little baskets that I use for the shelves we put in under my bedroom. So I know it's going to be hard for me to get them out, but that's the best I can do. And this is where I keep all my permanent paint markers, especially the little Sharpie ones. And this is where I store the paint cans. Some of them are running out, especially these two. What about spares earlier in case? So yeah, I'm gonna slide this back in here. And this is where I kept the Knapford station. Well, now that I've got the official Tomy one, I don't have to worry about using that. Well, I'm probably gonna use that for Timlet's station. The station that was used in the first few seasons. So underneath here are some of my trains. Oh. Sorry about. So this here is where some of the trains are at. You can see. There's Cranky. And some of them are the narrow gauge engines. Oh, let me put little Frank all the way back there. So you can be with the others. I'm still working on Bird, but I want to finish the paint. So, but here's the Bachmann Cranky that I did a review, I think last year. He's still a good model. Also, I forgot that this Cranky does this. Yeah, so that's cool. Let's see if we go back there. And yeah, I've kept the old ones, especially. I mean, the Peter Sam one I probably got to get. Probably got to use a new funnel or try to. I would try to use a Lego brick. I use for Molly's funnel. I'm going to probably do the same thing with Peter Sam. Because I was trying to work on Edward Thomas with this Peter Sam, but after a while, because he did not appear in the Railway series, I decided to make him back into Peter Sam. And I'm so glad that the face was still there. And there's old Timothy, and the reason why that they're covered underneath my old bed sheets is because I want to prevent them from getting dust. So dust is a nemesis to so much stuff. Here are some of the trains. It's really a mess. I'm really sorry, everyone. I'm not an organizer as I used to be. I'm just lazy now. And here's more trains inside. Mostly the 10 origins are here. You can see Edward, Henry, Gordon, James back there, Donald and Douglas there, Emily and Murdoch. Especially you can see some of my customs. There's Sam and Gator. And there's Raul. And here's this brown coach, which is going to be old slow coach. I don't know if I can get the real one, but it's a serious doubt, but I'll try to make a custom from this. Especially if I got the roof job painted right. I got the color right. And here's the old C12 that I got from the snowblower train. It's a very good use for that to be a dummy train. Especially for video making sometimes. But yeah, here are some of the diesels and steam trains down here. This was originally my bear, but because of the shape it's Ron, I had to get a player else train. I don't know which one it was. I forgot. But yeah, here are some of the steam trains you can see down there, especially the ones from the old. Alright, you can see Bear just back there. Here's more. Here's more from the series itself. You see them all the way back there. Especially some custom ones that I've done. You know, sometimes doing customs is fun, but the way you go into detail is it's pretty stressful because you gotta get the detailing right. So here's my table that I use for unboxing reviews and reviews. I mean, I don't think I'll ever do unboxing reviews again for quite a while. But yeah, one of the diesels from the Railway series you can see. There's another Thomas shell with the CGI face. Oh, this was originally going to be a black Rosie. I was originally going to make a black Rosie, but I decided to, you know, scrap the project. It's another drive unit. I mean, one of these drive units is bent. I mean, this one could be bent. I mean, I don't know what to do with this one. I'm really hoping not to get rid of it. Well, here are my headphones, you can see, especially this little Carlos back here, but the face came off. I used Super Glue for this, and the face came off. So that sucks. And here's this little holder. That's where I keep all the rubber bands and everything down there. There's a little clay cup. Or you can say, I can call it cup. But it dissolved. So this pretty much can be in there for quite a while. Yeah, interesting. There's a $2 bill that I found inside a wallet. I decided to keep this in this bag because, you know, in case it gets destroyed. And there's the Panthers helmet. You can tell I'm a Carolina Panthers fan, but they're a poverty franchise now. They just suck in general. Anyway. And here's this little Natsu doll that I got from Comic-Con. Let me turn off the light. Here it is. There's the little Natsu doll I got from Comic-Con. I got this back in November 2021, which was my first visit to Comic-Con. I mean, it was a fun trip. It's an old Rangers wallet, but I got a new wallet. You can see right there. It's nice to have a new wallet. Here's the shelf where I keep all the football team helmets. You can see. Some of them are poorly custom designed by me. And here is... I found these at a Christmas store at a mall, which are golf balls with my name on it. I decided to keep these in here because I don't want to lose them when I play golf sometimes. But yeah, a little candle. Here's the sand from vacation site I go to. Little set of candles again. And this is one of the things that were from my grandpa and grandma D. And there is the old water slide park. They took it down in 2021 because of the dangers of the thing had. And unfortunately, there was one time when I was there, the green one was closed because someone fell off. and he had to be taken to the hospital. And that was pretty frightening. Oh, here it is. This is a picture of the Three Stooges playing football, American football. Such a classic. You know, I guess my dad let me watch the Three Stooges. Because I think you saw in my old video when me and my brother were babies. Yeah, the Three Stooges were on. And of course he loved them. He still loves them to this day, but it's sad that it's no longer here. Let me turn on the light again because of my shadow. So here are the other trains. Well, some of the custom ones. You see the Flying Scotsman back there, Spencer, and there's Bertram. Tank engine Bertram, anyway. And here are the other trains that were from the TV series as well. Some spare parts for trains, especially this little engine from the Railway series. And there's Oliver, the little wooden railway Flynn. The little two Shinkansen trains that have been on my videos. And some spare football helmets. Let me put these out of the way. So, we're going to be taking a look at this little bobblehead Eddie Trooper that I got from a mall. This was hand painted by someone else and I wanted it, so yeah. So you got Trooper Eddie bobblehead, which is pretty cool. And up here are the Funko Pops. This is Meowth from Pokemon. I saw him at a GameStop and decided to get him. And here is Somewhere in Time Eddie on one of the covers. This is the 6th album of the band. Here are my awards from my old school. And some of the paintings I decided to hang on the wall. There's that beach I got from 2020. I decided to get it because it was interesting. Because of all the activities I want to do. There's my calendar, which I hang up. Like, I buy a calendar every year. Especially this one I got back in October. Decided, you know what? The waves are cool and the beach. Because the beach is my favorite site for vacation. Here are the 2 autographs I got from Comic-Con. And then there's me and one of the dogs from my family. That's Finn, or call him Finnegan. There's a little train picture that has my name on it. There's that little thing. Jack Way. And here is a shirt that was from the Metallica concert back in 2018. My father decided to give me that shirt, but I decided to hang this on a wall because I think it's pretty cool. We got more drawings that I did, especially through the SpongeBob ones that I did back in school. Especially Shrek. And there's the Rangers one back there. I am a Rangers fan. And you get more pictures and drawings back here. More SpongeBob. That's a QB from Notre Dame. I forgot what his name is. And here is a Team Fortress 2 or Freak Fortress 2 drawing that I did back in 2018, I think. I originally put it in one of the drawers, but I decided to hang this up. Another drawing I did. Oh, if you saw one of my older videos, I originally had a poster about Player Rails, like, it was right here, but because I hanged it up with duct tape, I decided to take it down, and it's gone for good. But, if you saw one of my older videos before, they were unlisted or privated, you got yourself some good eyes. So it was a little not too picked there. Well, let's see, that's for cars. Not really. And here are one of the boxes that I've kept, especially the snowblower train from Playrail. Then the 200 series Shinkansen. I'm surprised that I would keep the box, because why not? This is where I keep all the coins in. All the clay. This was for my teeth when I was a baby. Oh yeah, I did this back in 2009. You know, all the old coins are in here as well. That's also from my grandpa. And I got these cans of spray paint, which I barely use. There's all the football logos I kept for so long. Here's a little TIE Fighter Bluetooth. I'll probably donate this someday. Here are some hats. You see the old Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There's the sky blue Under Armour. Some winter hats as well. EST 2001, this is the year when I was born. But yeah, this has been a mess. Also got the name redacted beanie as well. The Rangers and the Panthers. Oh. These tracks are there. I'm sorry. Okay. So, yeah, here's my closet, which is pretty messy as usual. Here's one of the things that I got in the carnival, especially this little dog. This little dummy dog. I think it's cool. And here are some masks that were during the COVID pandemic, which I use sometimes, but sometimes I use them for the cold, you know, so I can breathe. And here are all the collared shirts that I hang them up, especially more Thomas stuff up here. His fur is right there. Yeah, there's the old station that was in one of my videos. That was in one of my older videos. I think I used that from 2015 to 17, but now I decided to hang that up. I used it in a few videos recently, but it's pretty cool. And also, one of the old Tomy boxes. Instead of throwing these into the recycling or burning them, I decided to keep these for the memory. So here's the little Skarloey box. That was from 2018. I was in my senior year of school then. You know, I really miss these type of boxes. I really miss this kind of merch as well. You know, back then the Thomas series was bad, but the merch was pretty good. Let's take a look at the box again. I mean, I'll probably have the review of this at the end of this video. All the in-screen annotations. Here are the old pennies, nickels, and dimes. Because with the inflation, I mean, we could probably use that money for more, or make it into money that is today. Oh yeah, this is nostalgic. This is an old cartoon Thomas before the All Legends Go happened. I love this, and I remember it. It appeared everywhere, especially on the Tomy ones. And here was another. It's a big boy, which I will show you. This is the track expansion pack. Let me see this one right here. The Thomas Track expansion pack. 52 total pieces, yeah. I've got 2 of these when I was a little kid, if you do not know. Yeah, this was really something. 8 road pieces. Apparently, I got the road pieces, but the box itself, too. I'm just glad I got this box. Back then when Thomas merch wasn't cheap. You know, the Thomas Trackmaster merch was good, well, the first one. They were good until Trackmaster 2 came along, or now that it's called Motorized. Back then when toys had quality, or when Thomas toys had quality, mostly Thomas toys had quality back then. I really do miss the old high quality toys from Thomas Trains and tracks. Oh yeah, here's another drawing I did back in school, and here is a Kylo Ren. Here's a poster from Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Well, here's a poster from Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Kylo Ren. You know, after I watch all of the sequels, I'll just say this, and I'm probably gonna get roasted for this. They are not canon. End of story. They are not canon. Also, here's one of the drawings that I did. This was Rebecca from Eden Zero. If you're an anime fan, you're probably familiar with this. Oh, those from... These are the little scores from a miniature golf. From vacation, there's this. There's that little Panthers thing. I mean, the reason why I like the Panthers is because of the blue and black colors. I mean, I love it. And here is the poster that I got from the Iron Maiden concert I went to in Worcester, Massachusetts. It was a 2.5-hour trip to get there, but instead of leaving like around 10ish, I stayed for the whole concert. And the 2 hours of it was totally worth it. So if you didn't know, there is Senjutsu Eddie and there's Trooper Eddie, and then you can see all the references to songs. And I'm probably going to try to name them all. And there is the writing on the wall with the 4 horsemen. And then that lantern that Bruce uses from Fear of the Dark. And then there's the plane from Aces High. And hell, right there you can see. I'm pretty sure those from Number of the Beast or Iron Maiden. And the song Iron Maiden. And there's my old backpack that I used for school, and now I store my swim trunks and swim shirt in there. There's one of the old stuff. One of the old stuff from the Tamika sets I got. This is a complete mess. This is the snow that I used from a certain video which is coming out this December, so keep an eye on that. There's the old Cole Hopper set. This is the old Trackmaster tracks. And there's the snow again. And there's the Trackmaster tracks that were used in my older videos. The last time I used them was a few years ago in Henry Normal Activity. Or might as well call it Para Henry Activity now. Here's the Tomy Nafford Station set I got last year's Christmas. And there's the old Tommy Rhodes. Sorry, this has been a mess. I kept saying sorry so many times. There's the old sheds from Tommy, and then here's a little stuffed Percy that I used in one of my videos, and then here's one of the old King of the Railway sets, and here's another set of sets, or another set of another set of spare parts. You can see them totally dissolved or wrecked. And here's my drawer, which I keep all of my shirts and pants and everything. And then here's my keyboard. I sometimes use it for sound effects, but sometimes I use it in my spare time. Here is my hamper that I use for clothes. I got this when I was going to college, but now I decided to use it as my main hamper. And here's my little garbage can. Here's a little heater that I use for the winter, and one of the laundry detergents that I got from graduation. This is the wrong side. There you go. One of the laundry detergents I got. I've kept these for almost 4 years. I've kept these for 3.5 years. Because I never use them. And here is my CD collection. I'm going to try to get through them as best I can. Here are a set of pictures from the Bloom Festival, my local Bloom Festival. And here is the Emperor drawing I got from Comic-Con. And also I got this one. This was from Aruba where my mother or father went. And here's my little CD collection. As you can see, there's Liquid Tension Experiment, the Led Zeppelin box set, Celtic Ladies Christmas, and recently got Iron Maiden's Brave New World and their new album Senjutsu, and then there's a compilation of Iron Maiden. We got Dream Theater, that's the recent one. Peace of Mind, Somewhere in Time, Metallica album, the Metallica album live, the San Francisco Symphony. I mean, I like to get the new one when it comes out. Liquid Tension Experiment 3, and then there's John Petrucci's second solo album, Terminal Velocity, and Dramatic Turn of Events from Dream Theater. I decided to get that album because of all we went through in 2020, which was such a tremendously awful year to get through. It was a very long year, but we somehow managed to stay alive. There's Van Halen, Rush, more Metallica, more Rush, more Dream Theater. Dream Theater back there as well. Yeah, this is the CD collection you see in the background in one of my videos. So I guess that's it. I guess that's it for this video. I'm sorry this took so long. This has been over 30 minutes as I'm recording this. But let's go back to my face. So before we close this video, I really forgot. I got this terrible towel from my father. You know, Steelers go Super Bowl. They just go buy tickets. They go buy tickets to the Stanley Cup. Especially this Rangers shirt. Or this Rangers jersey that my dad gave me because it doesn't fit him anymore. It's pretty cool. It's a 80s or 90s style. Which I'm probably going to show you through this. But let's take a look at the Rangers jersey that I got. I'm probably going to do this as carefully as I can. No, this is the back of it. I think. Anyway, yeah, but here it is. Here's the Rangers jersey that I got. I mean, it is pretty cool. I love the old style. I mean, no, I'm just gonna... I'm trying to look. But there it is. Well, oh no. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. You can see that. There's this little terrible towel. Well, my dad decided to give this to me, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this is my 2,500 subscriber special. I'd like to thank you all for subscribing to me, and the next subscriber special, which is until 3,000, which I will be doing a collection video, so stay tuned to that. So thank you all so much for subscribing to me. I really hope I can get 3,000 soon. I doubt this is this year, but if it's this year, then I'm going to thank you all for that. So that is the end of this 2,500. That is the end of this 2,500 subscriber special. This is Jack Danaher 2001 here saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.